Alright guys, welcome back to Shadow Bale's playthrough of The Witcher. Alright, we got a couple of materials for Triss's potion and now we need to talk to Vesemir to ask him where we can get the rest of the materials from. I'll talk to him too.
Need anything, Wolf?
I have some questions.
What is it?
What do I use as the base for my potion?
Alcohol. The better it is, the purer and more powerful your potion.
You seem to feel at home here.
Well, I've always preferred an armory to a lab. Though Vesemir plays up the importance of potions, he's hardly an expert. After all, he's always taught swordplay. Still, he tries to teach us everything he learned when he was young, and that was a while back. But to be honest, I don't care for all these powders, mushrooms, and other trash.
He said he doesn't care about potions, but...
Couldn't Triss have helped with Leo's mutation?
Maybe. It's a little more complicated than that. See, we've never shown her the lab, and the last mutation was completed years ago, before the battle. Vesemir can tell you more.
You really think Triss never used magic to peek inside?
She respects our secrets, and she's done a lot for us. For you. I trust her.
So why haven't you shown her the lab?
Triss would like to use our secrets to heal people and such. I've no doubt she'd try, but it's never that simple. Ever heard of the gnome Alfred Nabel?
Eskel, I have amnesia.
An incomparable inventor, like most of his race. Through years of research, he discovered an amazing substance. He intended it for use in mines and quarries. Though a genius, Alfred failed to foresee his invention's possible applications. Others quickly realized that a substance designed to rip granite from the ground could destroy castle walls. Some even considered using it in open battle.
I get it. So what happened to Alfred's discovery?
Mages stopped it from spreading. Alfred committed suicide, and his lab burned down.
Couldn't Triss have helped?
Maybe. It's a little more...
I'll talk to Vesemir.
Okay. Couple more dialogue, please.
Tell me about the trial of the grasses.
It's a 3-stage process. The first is the choice. Leo completed it, enduring the hard training and diet.
I presume it's more than your basic lettuce and carrots.
Special mushrooms, mosses, and herbs are grown in the lab. Combined with training, they accelerate muscle growth and digestion, improving the body's general condition.
Does everyone pass the first stage?
Unfortunately not. The liver and heart often fail, the mind sometimes too, resulting in excessive aggression.
What's the second
What's
stage?
the second stage?
The trial of the grasses. More idiotic tales have been conjured up about that than about princesses and dwarves. Before the raid, the lab contained vials, hearths, formulae, herbs, and the grasses. A mage and his magic were all that was lacking.
Did you ever witness a trial?
Just one, our own. I thought I was going to lose it when your hair turned white. The grasses affect the nervous system, so magic must control the process. The trial results in lightning-fast reflexes, reaction times normal people will never attain. Only 4 out of 10 survive.
I see. So I got the white hair because of this trial. Okay.
Quite a cut. And the last stage?
I don't know the specifics. It involves changes like the mutation of the eyes, the bone marrow, hormones. In exchange, we see in the dark, heal much faster than ordinary folk, and gain increased resistance to poison.
Interesting. What's the cost?
We're infertile.
The changes are irreversible?
Entirely.
I see.
Did you see the magic storm?
Yes, I was out hunting. Just before the storm came, a swarm of nightjars took flight. Hundreds of them. Gray streaks across the sky, trilling wildly. Usually less of them gather, and their cries rarely sound so desperate. When the storm came, I gave up the hunt and headed toward Kaer Morhen. Met the others on the way.
I see.
We'll talk later.
I got to know about some backstory. Vesemir.
What do you need?
Where did Vesemir go? Hey, he was just sitting here, right? Where did he go? Vesemir, where did you go? I need you. Wow, I can't believe Vesemir. Oh, there you go. Wow, you're just strolling about, aren't you? Just really good. Just water dripping from the wall.
Oh, that was a tough fight. I found a few intruders upstairs, but I understand they won't be a problem. Lambert, however, let the Frightener get to him. Nothing serious. Good you went after Triss and handled that mage. She was able to salvage some equipment, but it looks like the main device has vanished. Our beautiful sorceress was right, I know. You did well, Wolf. Take this armor and sword. I've been keeping them for you.
Oh, good. Let's talk about whether there
Are there other Witchers? There were 3 Witcher schools in all,
Oh.
but it's been long since I've heard word of the other 2. You've met all the Witchers I know of, except for Berengar. Did I know him? I don't believe so. An introvert, he chose his own path. Actually, none here can say they know Berengar. He often ran away from Kaer Morhen, though he would always return in the end. After the trial of the grasses, he finally accepted his destiny and started training for real.
Why isn't he here?
Why isn't he here? I don't know. We lost touch with him a while back.
Can I ask you something?
Of course.
Who was
Leo? One of hundreds of orphans of the war with Nilfgaard. I apprenticed him 6 years ago. I'm sorry. We'll recover our secrets and find Leo's murderers, even if they fled to the end of the world. Can I ask you something? Of course. You mentioned defending Kaer Morhen before. Yes. 15 Witchers once lived here, training boys for their trials. Only they knew the secrets of mutation. Witchers who set out on the path and failed to assimilate among humans wintered here. Before the battle, 23 Witchers and 40 students called Kaer Morhen home. Too damned few for the mob that attacked. I never knew why they came. Some say a sudden explosion of anger born of disdain for Witchers. But no. Someone provoked the mob with flyers filled with lies. Special agents read them to the peasants. Truer still, the fanatics could never have taken the fort without the aid of sorcerers, though they outnumbered us by far. They didn't even spare the youngest. I alone survived, concealed among the corpses. Walk around, Wolf. The skeletons remain. You may find a flyer, there used to be hundreds. Memorize it as a warning of the evil humans can perpetrate.
Wow, that's such a sad backstory. So, oh gosh, humans have been so wicked to us. And someone, it was a conspiracy against the witches. Someone, wow.
Can I ask you something? Of course. Any idea who attacked? No, but the mage suggests no ordinary bandits. We found pins adorned with salamanders on the dead. The symbol of their organization, perhaps? I sense hard times ahead.
Alright, so Lambert gave me the
formula. I take it you already have white gull and calcium equum. I do. What next? You'll need celandine. Take what I have. Plus the claw of a monster like the Frightener. To skin a creature, take a sharp knife and cut along the torso. You'll find the Frightener's carcass in the upper courtyard. Once you've extracted the claw, rest by the fire while making the potion.
Alright, I think I've got it. Vesemir mentioned it in the gadget. Okay, a lot of updates. Second now, skinning. I learned how to skin monsters. Vesemir told me to find the Frightener's carcass in the courtyard. I need to carve a claw for the beast's corpse. I need to go to the courtyard and remove a claw from the Frightener's carcass. Okay, so now I'm wearing armor. This is pretty cool. Look. And every weapon that I'm carrying, it shows up here. This is pretty cool. So armor, studded leather jacket, armor, damage received -5%. Alright. Good enough. better than nothing. Okay, Frightener's Vision Scroll contains the formula for a potion made using the Eye of Frightener. Notes contain the formula for a potion made using a Frightener's Eye. The potion grants 1 rose talent when complete. Okay, learn how to make a new potion as well. I already read the anti-witch pamphlet or read the Frightener book as well. So yeah, Frightener's Vision. When embedded by this mutagenic potion as 1 rose talent, which can be used to acquire enchantments. The potion is made by mixing a Frightener's Eye with ingredients providing 1 mere each of white roll, blah blah blah. The sources who pioneered the Witcher mutation discovered that mixing rare and powerful ingredients with more common substances resulted in potions that strengthen Witcher's mutation. This potion made with the Frightener's Eye also fortifies the Witcher's body mentally. Alright. And there's a new quest now as well. My Kaer Morhen companions and I are not the only remaining creatures. Apparently, Berengar is also still alive. He stays away from the Brotherhood and wasn't at the fortress when it was attacked. Where was he then? And who is he? If I ever meet him, I'll be certain to ask at least those questions. Vesemir mentioned another graduate of Kaer Morhen, the Witcher, named Berengar. Alright. Vesemir. He was one of the few who survived the assault on Kaer Morhen. He is well aware of the magnitude of the hatred some people feel for Witchers. New mystery Witcher. Vesemir mentioned a Witcher who had left Kaer Morhen before my arrival. His name is Berengar. Okay, so no more of those journal entries then. Let's get along with it then. Alright. So, now we need to we need to go here, get the Frightener's Eye. Rusty sword? What's this, a rusty sword? Did I drop it? Oh, so I just got Witcher's steel sword. Okay. Weapon, damage based on combat style, steel sword. Okay, I got a Witcher's steel sword now. That's good. That's actually really good because you know, no more damage reduction like the previous one had. Let's see here. Courtyard door, yeah, it's in the upper courtyard. So, going there. Kaer Morhen exterior. Gonna skin the Frightener, eh? It's getting really dark here now. I like it. There are different moves we can do. Wow. To extract alchemical ingredients, left click on the monster character strip. Read books to gain information about monsters and alchemical ingredients. You must know about ingredients before you can collect them. Alright. And I learned about these ingredients from this thingy. Frightener's Eye, special alchemical ingredients, skin of life. Frightener's Claw, required to prepare Triss medicine. Alright, special. I should find Vesemir, meditate and prepare the potion now. Alright, let's prepare the potion so I can heal Triss. Tuck. Oh look! You can change stars manually from here as well. Yes.
Yes?
Where
Where are Lambert and Eskel?
Upstairs. Lambert's in the library, and Eskel's taking Triss to her room.
What if I get the ingredients wrong?
You'll have to find more.
Where?
I'll have another claw and more celandine. Eskel has alcohol, and I saw calcium equum somewhere upstairs. But try to get it right the first time. It's not that hard.
I have all the ingredients.
Good. Now rest, and prepare the potion according to the formula.
We'll speak later.
Alright, so, you know, I'm gonna talk to those guys. They're gone. Don't know why they're gone upstairs. Where now? See what they're on about. Maybe I'll check up on Triss as well. Okay, wrong way. Wrong way or... I'm quite unsure where I need to go at the moment. I think the path was from the kitchen here. Yeah, there it is. Should go from here. Upstairs. Right, there's the upper floor. No one's here. I think I saw someone here. Stairs to Triss room, library. Well, someone was here, right? Where is everybody? Lambert and Eskel. I think I should just go to Triss's room, see how she's doing. There she is.
Oh.
Double click on the healing potion to give it to Triss. Tip: win favors for the characters by giving them gifts. Alright. I don't have the potion yet, right?
I'll be back soon.
Because I haven't made it. Yeah, apparently I cannot meditate by that fire. I wonder where the rest of the guys are. Eskel and Lambert. What devious thoughts they are planning it. No, I shouldn't down everybody. Oh, there's Eskel. Someone here. Let's check it out nevertheless. No one's here then. There is Eskel.
How can I help?
Okay, you tell me about it.
Tell me about the trial of the grasses.
It's a 3-stage process. The first is the choice. Leo completed it, enduring the hard training and diet.
I presume it's more than your basic lettuce and carrots.
Special mushrooms, mosses, and
Does everyone pass?
unfortunately not. How can I?
I think this
We'll
is
talk.
the same. I actually asked him about it. Lambert is still missing. Anyhow, I should probably just make the potion for now for Triss, so I can give it to her and she'll get better. Okay, is there some fire nearby that I can use to make a potion? No, do I really have to go back to the down floor? There's the fireplace, right? I can use that. Can I not? Let's see. No, I can't. I just have to go down to the ground floor then. At least he moves fast, but I don't have to wait for long. Right. Let's make the potion then, guys. Left click on the vial to create a potion. There's hero. There's vial. Quivers. You have quivers to make partners. You have everything to make potions. Okay. I should take the potion Triss on the upper floor. A potion for Triss. I already made it. Where is the potion though? Where's the potion? I don't think I see the potion, but I think it's somewhere here. Else I got the notification for that the quest has completed. Check it out. Success, the potion is ready indeed. I need to take it to Triss' room in the tower. I can get it through one of the rooms in the upper floor. I should take the potion to Triss's room on the upper floor. What's this? Is that a dead rat? Wow. And there's chicken there. Alright, let's check out if we have the potion. Like, I mean, we do have it, but I want to see it myself. There it is. That's why I couldn't find it. Potion for Triss. I can't read the description. Being blocked. A potion prepared for the unconscious Triss. Alright. upstairs. Alright. Oh, there's Lambert. I couldn't find him before, but I read that he was here somewhere. Evening hall? Is he here? Hey, oh, there he is. Maybe I didn't check right before. How are you doing?
What is it, Wolf?
Any thoughts on the attackers?
Amateurs. If not for the mage and the frightener, we'd have beaten them blindfolded.
But they had a mage and a frightener. They robbed us and killed Leo.
True, but we'll find them.
Leo said he almost defeated you.
We were sparring when that storm arrived. My medallion jerked so hard I almost fell. The boy saw an opening. He certainly had potential. Then Marigold appeared, shaking, delirious. She insisted we chase the wild hunt. Vesemir agreed. He always had a soft spot for her.
You dislike Triss?
She's too pretentious for my taste.
I see.
Can you tell me about the fighting styles Witchers use?
The art of combat involves 3 traditional sword fighting styles, plus a few variations designed for combating monsters.
Alright.
Start with the basic styles.
Kaer Morhen is the wolf school. Old Vesemir always made sure we train more as warriors than mages, though we also learned the signs. Witches employ 3 fighting styles. There's Aden Enye, the fiery dancer, which we call the fast style. The Viruleden Nefde Fendlediv, the group style, and the Temerian Devil, the strong style. Which style do you want to hear about?
The fiery dancer sounds interesting.
The legendary elven swordsman and poet Nisael created it, basing the system of steps and cuts on his observations of wildcats, especially the ocelots that elven rulers used as palace guards. The fiery dancer favors speed and agility over strength of blows. Opponents simply don't have the time to strike back. The ideal swordsman is a flame that cannot be hurt and inflicts wounds each time it is touched. Nisael himself wrote that. The style is popular among the elven aristocracy. Which style do you want to hear about?
Tell me about the Viruleden style.
Literally translated, it is the Nine-Sun Sword style. The swordsmen of Viruledo developed it as a method for tackling several opponents through complex slashing sequences. They say masters of this style can fight 9 opponents simultaneously. Which style do you want to hear about?
Temerian Devil sounds familiar.
Sounds poetic, but there's little or no philosophy involved. Devised by Temerian Landsknechts, simple men. It's best against heavy armored opponents. Which style do you want to hear about?
I think I've heard enough.
All right.
It's quite interesting. Alright.
Can you tell me about
The art
I wouldn't mind hearing about...
I wouldn't mind hearing about monster fighting techniques.
You noticed we carried 2 swords? That's because some monsters are immune to steel. A normal sword won't cut them.
For instance?
Werewolves, vampires, genies, and other magical beasts. The techniques for fighting with a silver sword derive from traditional swordsmanship, but there are a few essential differences. No parries and ripostes, mainly steps, evasive moves, spins, and other acrobatics.
Ha, really?
I'll be in trouble if I don't get my memory back.
Indeed.
You'll be all right, Wolf. Your body will recall all it needs to. Certain things you never forget. Trust your intuition when choosing your fighting style. The Devil's best against Kikimors, Graviers, and Fledders. The Fiery Dancer is absolutely superb against Barghests and Ghouls. And the Viruleden? Anything that attacks in groups, but initially limited to drowners.
Thanks, Lambert.
No problem, Wolf.
Alright.
We'll speak later.
Was there any dialogue tree that I left? I don't think that I actually left anything.
What?
This was quite interesting. I'm really glad.
You know, well,
I've heard
any...
I'm really glad I, came to talk to him, because this is now I really learned about this fighting styles. They are pretty cool. And, they all are pretty cool. And, wrong room. And, talked about a lot of types of monsters as well. Wonder how and when I'll encounter them. Alright, So, here's Triss.
Oh.
Right, here you go.
Thank you, Geralt.
I hope this potion helps.
That was terrible. I dreamt Lambert was with me. He was staring at me, saying things like, "Don't go dying on me, Marigold," calling me big-headed. I'm so glad to see you. What?
I'm glad you're feeling better.
I know we should set out, but I have a feeling we won't be back. Perhaps ever. Won't you stay just a bit longer? With me?
Sure.
I suppose we have some time.
I'm so happy you're back. When I saw you, all the feelings I tried to deny returned, stronger than ever.
Triss, I'm not ready to talk about the past.
Of course. I shouldn't pressure you. I just feel so... the powers. I'm behaving like a teenager. Let's focus on the present. I guess I disappointed you all. Forgive
No, you
me.
didn't. You helped us a lot.
Nothing to forgive. What I felt when I learned you were alive. Hard to compare to anything.
Oh,
Except maybe what I feel as I look at you.
I
Okay.
missed you so. Let's see if the best bed in Kaer Morhen can hold us.
Okay. Okay. Alright. I don't want to talk about.
Geralt, a pleasure, as always.
As always?
You don't remember anything?
Unfortunately.
Well, you have something to look forward to then. No matter. Tell me, how did the battle end?
They broke into the lab, killed Leo, stole our mutagens, and escaped.
Poor Vesemir. Another protege dead prematurely.
We delayed the funeral until you awoke.
Thank you. As for the mutagens, their loss could prove catastrophic. Let's not lose any more time. Unless there's something you'd like to ask me?
Can you restore my memory?
Can you restore my memory?
I'd have to examine you. There's a good chance your memory will return on its own.
How much chance?
That's difficult to say. It might help if I knew what caused you to lose your memory.
Well, no time for that now.
Geralt, can we go?
The theft. What are its possible consequences?
Most sorcerers and rulers would sell their greedy, power-hungry souls to get the mutagens. Only a master of the arcane arts can use that knowledge. Not many of those left.
What about wealthy merchants, dukes, kings?
Perhaps. Anything's possible. But speculating wastes time. We just don't have enough information.
True.
Geralt, can we go?
Alright. Know anything more about the sorcerer who ransacked the lab?
Know anything more about the sorcerer who ransacked the lab?
He's very powerful. He completely controlled the energy he drew from the circle. We may soon be facing another Vilgefortz.
Who?
No matter. I have something I'd like to teach you.
Okay. So the quest is updated now, and we got a couple of quest journal entries and everything as well. I think we'll stop it here for now, and gain the level as well. That's good. That's neat. Some more points for me to spend. More points so that I can get stronger. So yeah, it's been nice playing, and we finally healed Triss. She's walking about fresh as always. We'll see you guys later in the next episode then.